Hey everyone, so Dominic and I, or probably predominantly I, want to tell you a little story about what happened last night. For two reasons, I think, because firstly, you'll probably see this guy in a video or two this week, I think. And secondly, it shows why the Children's Fund is providing, we provide a lot of care for the elderly, and for anyone who needs medical care, we give free medical care too. And we provide housing and food for the elderly as well. For all it's called, Uchira Children's Fund. So last night we were driving back from Moshi, from town, all of us, and I saw an old man on the floor, not far from Featherstail, a few minutes walk, and he was sitting on the floor, and it was late at night, so there was no one around, and he didn't have a torch or anything like that. So I stopped the car and I reversed, and we went and spoke to him. And when I got there, at first Dominic thought, you thought he was drunk, didn't we, at first? The Baba last night, yeah?
Yes.
We thought he was a drunkard, but he wasn't.
Yeah.
He is an old man, and he'd fallen because he has an infection in his foot which looks like gangrene. And he was telling us, here when you work as a builder, you cut the bricks with a machete, and he chopped the brick, and a tiny piece of stone went off and got stuck in his ankle. And this had gotten infected, and he didn't have any money to go to the hospital or to the doctor. So the infection has developed into something quite serious, and it's moving right up his leg, so it's like, it's really bad or around the foot itself, but it's moving up into the leg as well now. And because of that, he's using the use of his foot, and it looks like gangrene. I'm not a doctor, so I think those of you who have any basic knowledge will know that gangrene can take your limbs, basically, and it can kill you as well. It can poison your blood and kill you. So it would have cost him very little to have that treated at the local doctors, like 2,000 shillings, which is less than £1, but he just didn't have it. And the thing was, the Baba, the Babu, I should say,
Yeah.
he was asking us if we had a job, wasn't he? If we had any...
Yes, to paint.
To paint, yeah?
He wanted a job to paint.
So whilst this man had fallen down, trying to get home, and was collapsed on the floor, unable to get home, waiting until he found the energy to get back home, we stopped to help him, and one of the things he asks for is if we have any work for him, because he's desperate. He doesn't have any money, and he had some paint on his trousers, so he was trying to tell us he can paint things. If we have any work painting, he'd like to come and do that. And he also doesn't have any food either. So today, Roger, we called for the night Maasai warrior, the night guard, and Roger came with him to come and help him back home, because I couldn't help him home because I had the car there, and I had the children, and Fritzy was with me as well, who's currently behind the camera. And today we'll provide him some food, and tomorrow when the hospital's open, because it's Sunday, we'll take him to the hospital and hopefully get this foot sorted out, because as I say, he says it's not working. I don't know how much feeling he's got, but I know with gangrene you can just lose the limb. So we'll send him to the private hospital, because the government hospital will just cut his leg off, or the bottom of his leg off, because that's what they do. They cut Dominic's friend's hand off because he burned it in a pan, so give you an idea.
Yes.
So the Babu, you have a hard life, eh?
Yeah, I have hard life. We live with a house for wood house.
Wooden sticks.
Yeah, wood sticks.
His house is made of sticks, and he puts mud in between the sticks.
Yeah,
Soil.
the soil.
Soil in between the sticks. This is how he built his own house. So this is why we provide free medical care to everybody here, not just children. And this gives you an idea what it's like, and I think that's Fritzy's first experience of seeing it that way, where you're just driving back somewhere and you find an elderly man whose life is in danger because he doesn't have a less than £1 to be able to go and have his wound cleaned on his leg, which has developed into something very serious. So we'll get him to the hospital, won't we, Dummy?
Yes.
Yeah.
We get to the hospital to help him. When he'll be okay, he can come into work.
We want him to paint the children's home, don't we?
Yeah.
Because it hasn't been painted for 10 years now.
Yes.
The building we use as the children's home hasn't been painted for maybe more than 10 years, so it needs painting. Some of it's not looking nice, but we haven't had the money until now. So we'll paint some of it, but if he can get back on his feet in a few weeks, I don't know if he'll be able to, then we'll have him in to paint everything, but I'll hang on and give him some work. But at least he'll have food and medical care for a while, and we'll see what we can do to help him. So yeah, this is what it can be like. You have to be prepared here, because you have to be able to work sometimes all the time. Like I say, you find people sitting at the side of the road who's about to lose their foot because they don't have nothing, you know, less than the price of a bar of chocolate back in the West. So always be grateful for your medical care. In England there's a habit of people complaining when they have to wait at the doctors for a few hours, but at least you have it, and at least it's free. And you know, a trip to a shop in England can save your life for antibiotics and stuff, and for a man like that, then it's just not accessible. And as I always say, it's not that there's not help there. Medical science is available. It's the fact that inside our minds as a collective, humans are giving value to things. So we're creating invisible walls and saying that medical science, to access it, you have to have pieces of paper that we attach a value to within our minds only. Within reality, there's no value to money other than that which is inside your mind. So we need to learn to share the essentials like medical care. And if we're going to have money, then make that for desirable objects and pleasurable objects. This is how I believe it should be, as you all know anyway. Right, so we're going to get off because we need to get the babu some food sent to his house, yeah?
Some food, because he don't have food. He don't have power to walk.
And he doesn't have power to walk or to work to get any food. So we'll take him some food today.
Yes.
And take him to hospital tomorrow.
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah.
Okay. Tommy was good last night. He helped me to translate. He's a good boy.
Because you teach me.
Oh, we've got some visitors. Nah, Johnny Key.
Anjo, angalia ng'ombe.